Superman may be the Man of Steel, but even he can't be everywhere at once. What sort of evils fester under his very nose? Well, let's hop into Action Comics number 1002 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we open up with the comic, the very unfortunately named gangster from the previous issue, Yogurt, is dropped to his supposed death right in broad daylight in Metropolis. I feel like I should put a yogurt pun in here somewhere, but damned if I can think of any. Now at the planet, Robinson Goode, the latest hire, jumps the gun and assumes, well, this guy was a bad guy, fell to his death from a great height, Superman must have dropped him, right? Yep, case closed, time to run with it. Perry White, of course, being a veteran of covering news in Metropolis, knows that it's never that simple and tells Goode to redo the entire story from the ground up, but he doesn't even trust her that much because he gets Clark to shadow her. At first, Clark is a little incensed. He is a journalist after all, and he hates the idea of shadowing someone else's work, but he's a little less upset when Perry tells him that he asked Lois to shadow his work all the time. Ooh, that's gotta sting. Now from there we transition on over to another one of Metropolis's gang lords. This guy thankfully not named after food. He's called Moxie, and he places a call to Whisper. Who is Whisper? Well, I'll tell you, he's a tech dude that apparently all the major criminals in Metropolis pay to watch a series of cameras at all time and give them the heads up if Superman is leaving or re-entering the city. I gotta admit, that's actually pretty damn clever. Unfortunately for Moxie, it's not the Man of Steel that's his problem today, it's Guardian. Yeah, that's right, the original Guardian is back, everybody. It would seem that Jim Harper has had just about enough of Moxie's crap and has decided to take him down hard style. But wouldn't you just know it, Moxie had a lot of enemies because Guardian is met at the pass by Red Cloud, that mysterious woman who is also working with the Metropolis Syndicate. Poor Guardian gets beaten within an inch of his life and Moxie's murder pinned on him. Luckily, the Metropolis PD is listening to him when he tries to finger his attacker as Red Cloud. Now back over with Clark, he's in full-on detective mode trying to figure out what kind of person Yogurt was when he was alive. Shockingly, his real name was James. He also ran a small crew of skid-marked goons out of the suicide slums who, after too much grief and too much booze, pretty much spill their entire guts to Clark about the scam Yogurt was running. Basically, every time there was a big drug shipment or a major buy going down, these thugs would go around and set fire to buildings, knowing full well that a burning building takes up a lot of Superman's time and effort. Clark takes the shocking news to Perry, who has to admit that this is pretty psychotic behavior for Metropolis. Heck, this is the sort of thing you see in Gotham, this amount of uncaring psychopathy. And wouldn't you know it, it heavily affects Superman too, because he has to go up to space and knock around a bunch of asteroids. Essentially the Kryptonian superhero version of a stress ball, I'm sure. Oh, but poor Superman's bad day is just beginning, because it's then he's met by Cat Grant back at work. Yeah, she's revisiting her old haunts and checking out who took her old job. Cat also wants to congratulate Clark on what an awesome book Lois wrote in the early drafts. Oh wait, Clark didn't know about his wife writing a tell-all book. The only way things could possibly get any worse right now is if Kryptonite was involved. Oh, no, wait for it. Robinson Goode is actually evil. She's been working for Mr.Strong, the leader of the Metropolis Syndicate, and she says to truly get what she needs out of the planet, she's gonna need a small piece of green kryptonite. Ah, yikes. As the comic winds down, Superman tracks down his wife Lois, who seems to be living in the city in disguise. Oh, blonde is not for you, Lois. Also, what the hell about everything else? So that was Action Comics number 1001, everybody, and overall I gotta say of the two Bendis Superman books we're getting currently, I think I like this one more. It definitely plays more to Bendis' strength. It's a lot more street level, a lot more crime focused. Pretty much all of his new pet project characters who aren't Rogol Zar are here in this book. It's kinda cool to see how traditional criminals make a living in Metropolis, knowing full well that there's a demigod hanging over their head and all the extreme lengths they're willing to go to keep him out of their business. Then there's also seeing what exactly Superman does to blow off steam when he's stressed. I don't think I've ever really thought of that before. That stuff's all well and good, I just wish the comic didn't jump around as much as it did so I could have more of a chance to really dig in and concentrate. Overall, though, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. I'm Cape Joel, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CapeJoel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, you know what? If you're in the market for a good comic book trade, might I recommend using my link down in the description? That's right, through Book Depository, not only will you get an amazing deal and not have to pay for shipping and handling, but anything you buy via my Book Depository link actually goes to support me in the channel. So you win, I win, everybody wins, right? And until next time, everyone, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you for watching, and I will be continuing to make comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye.